no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, solid 9 out of 10. The next one that we got for you guys is track 5 off of GZA, Words from the Genius. This one is called What Are Silly Girls Made Of? So this could be another relationship song early in the album like this, around the exact same placement as the other 5.
What are silly girls made of, made of? What are silly girls made of? A neck full of gold, material things, huh? That's what silly girls are made of. On a scale of 1 to 10, I seen a girl about a 9. A slave of mental depth, if only she was divine. Walking down my ex-block to Block Monroe, I said, peace to her. The girl said hello, where hell is low and below as you can go. It's 32 degrees below 0. So I started to rain on this young girl's brain, causing her a great mass of physical pain. She said, tip tap, step off my raw strap. No diamonds, no gold, you cannot get a rap. Then I said, so what? And grabbed her butt. She smiled for a while, but her mouth kept shut. The girl is 18, just birthed a child. You're young in the brain and your thoughts are wild. You're on welfare, yo, but you don't care. You say FTF is always there. Yes, FTF meaning face to face. The main headquarters or your local place where you collect your bi-weekly pay to support the foolish habit you abuse every day. What are silly girls made of, made of? What are silly girls made of?
Yeah, that's right. I'm juicing them dry.
Is that what silly girls are made of? There's never been a dame in my entire life. My girlie, my ex, my next or my wife. There has never been one who tried to disrespect, especially a member of the opposite sex. Yo, bust it, there's something I have to let out, but I don't wanna be known as Ralph the Blab 'em out. Silly girls, they think guys are soft. Well, all they wanna do is knock their boots off, and just from obtaining the common sense, you can tell that the girlies seem rather quite dense. Other than dense, they play slightly bold, but from the statements I make, they cannot uphold themselves. They break down and start to cry and say, oh, I don't believe this guy. Now what are silly girls made of, made of? What are silly girls made of?
It's all about the finance. Forget the romance.
Is that what silly girls are made of? What are silly girls made of, made of? What are silly girls made of?
Guys with cash and rock my big ass.
Is that what silly girls are made of? Silly girls on a strip, strutting back and forth, watching cars, thinking of G'ing off, looking for gentlemen who they might swing, and attitudes like you can get anything. You wear tight bodysuits under long coats, but ain't satisfied until a pervert slice your throat. You're young, you're dumb, and you used to be innocent when young. And take a look at what you've become, a bloodsucker, trying to get all you can out the pockets of a next girl's man, just to clothe yourself with gold and jewelry. You wear tight jeans with attempts to lure me into your web, cause you're living like a spider, playing it off like everything's all right. You come out late at night and roam the streets like beasts, stalking a piece of flesh meat. Is that what you do for a living? Get laid? Come on, there's plenty of ways to get paid. But instead of living a life that's clean and sturdy, you'd rather go out and get your knees dirty. What are silly girls made of, made of? What are silly girls made of?
He better buy me some gold bamboo and some Fendi shoes.
Is that what silly girls are made of? What are silly girls made of, made of? What are silly girls made of?
First of all, don't leave home without it. Without what? The gold card. I'm trying to tell you now. I don't lay on my back for free. You know, as they say, if you want a good lay, you got to pay.
Ooh, what's up, gorgeous? What's your name?
Baby, let's talk about your assets first.
All right, baby. Well, let's go for a ride in my new car.
What kind of car you driving there, baby?
I got a new Yugo.
A Yugo? Come here. You go, get in your Yugo, and get on out of here. Girlfriend, tell him about himself.
I don't believe him. He got champagne thoughts and Bud Light money.
Bud Light money. A Yugo, a $3,500 car, and you step into this? I take only Benzes and better, love.
Forget about the love. It's all about the money.
So let's go put on our silk suits and step to the club tonight. That's where it's at.
Yeah, money.
Classic 90s beat rider. All the songs are like a minute longer than the lyrics. I love it. I like how this relationship song, it seems like if you listen to all 10 of these albums, so far at track 5, we've had 6 artists that have had a relationship song within the first 5 tracks. And I'm starting to think, now this is my hypothesis. I was thinking about it during this track. I got a couple things to say about this track. But this is my hypothesis. I believe RZA being 5 years younger than GZA, I believe, and this being 91, I think RZA may have kind of like used this album as part of a formulation of an album structure, like a template. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not, no harm done. I'll admit if I'm wrong. I'm just that's kind of what I'm kind of seeing. But I like how in this relationship song and this album, Words of the Genius, from all 10 of the MCs, in this particular GZA album, he didn't pick one woman to rap about. He just made a silly woman, like the proverbial silly woman, like all of them. Very cool, very creative, very witty, very genius. This was cutting edge in the 91. Like even just like talking about sex in tunes was provocative back then. Now you got wet ass pussy and whatever. It's all over the place. But back in 91, that was pretty progressive in a good way. GZA, Words from the Genius. What Silly Girls Are Made Of. I'm going to give that an 8.5 out of 10. Not my favorite song so far on Words from the Genius, but I like the beat. I like that old school feel. Next, guys, we got Master Killer. The last track was Takitha Washington, Wu-Tang Clan affiliated female vocalist. Well, when we're done all these mixtapes forces, me and Presto were talking about doing full albums and maybe features, Family, The Begas, Kill Army, fucking Killer Priest, Redman. We could fill some mixtapes with that too. This one's Master Killer from his album No Said Date. It is called, what is it called? DTD. Not sure what that stands for.